All right, so we were talking about transitions and graduations, and I know we are going to circle back to
Charlie had a question, right? Yeah.
Charlie had a
it was,
question because you were thinking that your parents could sell your beloved home in Duxbury someday. Would that make you sad?
I mean,
I'm sad just thinking about it.
Really?
Kind of.
I don't know. Why do I get like this, Mark?
You know, it's funny. People, everyone is unique, right? As Dr. Joe says, everyone comes with their own I am, right?
Yeah.
So some people, they root in, right? And some people want to make a move and turn the page, and some people want to move every couple of years, and everyone is very different, but everyone comes from different IMs, right? So where are they with their social domain, with their home domain, with all of what they need to do to succeed? Where are they with their next chapter? And some people will stay in the same house. You know, we send out an email after closings that say, you know, what are your intentions? We have an email journey to stay engaged with our clients, and it says, you know, do you intend to be here for under 5 years, 5 to 10, you know, 10 to 15, or I'm leaving with my feet out first.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm staying for 62 years. As long as I'm gonna live, I'm gonna live in this house, and that's that. So really interesting, but you know, again, these real estate professionals, they're so helpful and therapeutic, right? Because it's emotional.
It is emotional.
Yeah,
it is emotional.
We had a house on in town that I lived in for 10, 11, 12 years, and it was difficult because I didn't want to look back on it when we were driving out of the driveway last time, and so we moved out of that place in gosh, when was that, 2017, and we've been on in a place in a different part of town. But yeah, and it's a good spot, but it's definitely not somewhere that I think we were thinking about long term initially. And so while it's going to be kind of sad to leave that space that we've been in for a number of years at this point, I think we are ready to sort of look for something else. So we're probably beginning that transition period. So yeah.
And your parents stay locally, or do they want to move to the desert of Arizona?
Oh, I don't think so. Not
or to the swamps of Florida.
Yeah, we had friends who'd done that. Yeah. And I don't think they want to go that route. My grandparents are in town too, so they want to stay close to them.
Well, it is interesting though. But you're right, Mark, about and Dr. Joe, about everyone comes at this at different. You know, some people are, you know, it's fine. They almost need that. You know, the changing. They can't stay in one place. Other people, it's looking around saying, you know, that's where the tire swing was. That's where we buried Scatter in the yard, our bunny.
And regardless of who you are, whether you've been there for 1 or 5, that conversation comes in. And that's why the professionals are so important too, because they understand the emotion that's involved in this. They understand what's going on in your mind, and they can help with that, right? We've had some folks on the podcast talking about, you know, how to remove things from your property, right? How to purge, and who can help you with that. What professionals can put those things in good hands, right? So, you know, instead of throwing something away, right, that's the thing that bothers people, right? Yeah. So these memories, I'm not going to just put them in a dumpster, but you place them in the hands of somebody who loves that dresser. It's an antique and would love to have that in their home, right? So again, we're working with the professionals, but I think you were also asking about the estate planning, Charlie. And
yeah, that's definitely big.
And you know, and what that really entails. But I want to touch on it, and I know we're running out of time here, Rob, but quickly, the estate plan is not simply for death planning only, right? A lot of people think, I need to get a will because I need to figure out what's going to happen after I die. But the estate plan is so much bigger than that, and you know, it encompasses everything, truly, right? Your financial plan. Like, what is your plan? We talk about financial advisors, CFPs, on this program all the time, and having that person to help guide you for success, right? Plant a seed now, 10 years from now, it's a tree, right? But having that financial plan, strategizing for retirement, for college, for moving forward through life. But it also, the estate plan helps you with living items as well. So we like to teach through story. I had a fellow call in to the office. I remember talking about this about 6 months ago, where his brother was incapacitated in the hospital, and he couldn't reach the landlord. He couldn't get to the bank account, couldn't pay his rent, and was really stressed out about it. Didn't have a power of attorney. Well, that same scenario played out recently at Stiles Law on a sale, where husband and wife, everything was going smoothly until it wasn't. And they didn't have a power of attorney, they didn't have a healthcare proxy, and the spouse that was incapacitated wasn't able to sign the proper documentation, caused a delay. You know, everything has a solution, right? But it's the delay. Being proactive, having these plans put in place so that you've checked all of the boxes, that's what an estate plan truly is. You're organizing your vision, your plan. We had a video on the YouTube channel with Prince talking about the fact that he didn't plan and what happened because he didn't plan, right? But also, you know, what happens? People tend to forget about the incapacity during life. They plan for the death, but they don't plan for something that might happen during their life. So that's really the estate plan. We've talked about graduation. We talked about kids moving on. We talked about the Stiles young adult plan. We've talked about that before, and that's something that, you know, while you're a student or you're a young adult who's getting ready to leave the nest, you know, get them to sign those important documents, come by the office, go online, stylesyoungadultplan.com, enter the information, and the journey will take you from there, and set up an appointment, come sign it, and check those boxes. Be proactive so you're not forced to be reactive.
Super important.
All right, I hope that helps out, and I hope wish your parents luck in the transition in the future.
I mean,
and
we're talking about it.
Transitions.
We're looking.
We all are going to be making transitions at some point, Mark, from somewhere to someplace, and from here to there.
Every day.
All right. Mark Stiles, Stiles Law. Tell me how they get in touch with you.
The best way, Rob, is by phone, 781-319-1900, 781-319-1900. But I encourage people to, if they're interested in the estate planning, to go on our website, styles-estates.com, styles-estates.com, specifically for estate planning. And then there's styles-law.com for all of your other legal needs, which we suggest calling us first. We'll save you some time. If you're not sure where to go, we can analyze it, spot check things, and then if we handle that, we'll do a very good job for you. And if we don't, we'll save you a lot of time. So give us a call, and we're here to help.
Mark Stiles, Stiles Law, Route 139, Marshfield, styles-law.com. Thank you, Mark. Have a good weekend.
Thank you all. Have a great week, everybody.